The same guy, Leo DeRocher, that wrote Nice Guys Finish Last, coined the phrase the gas house game and applied it to the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals. They were a collection of rough and tumble baseball players who had a ball on and off the field. If they went on a winning streak, they would refuse to wash their uniforms and they reveled in the glory of their dirty, smelly uniforms. I knew they looked horrible and they enjoyed it. The daring speed of Pepper Martin, the power and grit of Joe Medwick, no-nonsense play of infielder Frankie Frisch, and the outrageous pitching ability and personality of Dizzy Dean fueled this club to a world championship in 1934. Today they take on the 1932 New York Yankees. They would like to become the kings of the hill. The gas house game against the Roots, 1932 Yankees. Here are the starting lineups for today's game. First for the St. Louis Cardinals, Pepper Martin, Frankie Frisch, Ducky Medwood, Ripper Collins, Bill Delancey, Jack Rothrock, Ernie Orsatti, Leo the Lip DeRocher, and Jay Hannon Dizzy Dean will be the pitcher. He's an AC pitcher with an X modifier. We are at the first spot in the pitcher rotations. We use four-man pitching rotations in this King of the Hill tournament. For the New York Yankees, same lineup: Earl Coombs, Joe Sewell, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Tony Lazzari, Bill Dickey, Ben Chapman, Frankie Cressetti, and on the mound is Johnny Allen, grade B pitcher with a Y modifier. 17-4 in 1932. He was the Yankee ace. I enjoyed rolling 6 pairs of dice yesterday and playing the game that way. I'm going to do it again. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice, classic games on our tabletops. And we're ready. Pepper Martin steps into the box. And Johnny Allen goes into the lineup. Here's the first pitch of the game. 5-1 is a 10. That's a base hit for Pepper Martin. We're playing basic Apba, and both teams defensively are fielding column 2. Frankie Frisch will read the right die. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That's Babe Ruth's territory. Makes the catch. Ducky Medwick rolls a 2-6. 27 is a ground ball to third base, or X. Allen has a Y strikeout modifier, so it's a ground out to third. I'm using different boards today, and some of these results require an extra die roll. 5, die roll 1 to 5 is a safe at first on the fielder's choice. 5 to 3, with Pepper Martin going to second. There's 2 outs. Here is Ripper Collins, who led the Cardinals with 35 home runs in 1934. 5-5 is his roll, and 5-5 is a base hit, 7-play result, and that's going to get the run home. Pepper Martin scores from second. RBI single for Ripper Collins. 1-0 Cardinals. All right, here's Bill Delancey, and that roll is a 4-4. That's a 7, and it's going to be a base hit. Runner will go to third. Cardinals have first and third. There's 2 outs and 1 in. Jack Rothrock, the hitter, 284. We've used our 6 pairs of dice, so I need to roll another dice. 34 is a fly out to center field that concludes the top of the first. But the Cardinals score 1 run on 3 hits. We're at the bottom of the first. Gas house game 1, and the Bronx Bombers coming to bat. Dizzy Dean has completed his warm-up tosses, and Earl Coombs leads off for the Yankees. He has 6 hits in the 3 games. of this project for the Yankees. 5-6 is a 34. That's a pop-up on the infield, or a Y strikeout. Dean's an X, so it's a pop-out to the shortstop. Leo DeRocher on the catch. 1 away. Here's Joe Sewell. His role is a 4-1, and that is a roller to the shortstop. DeRocher once again to throw across to Ripper Collins, 2 outs. And that brings up Babe Ruth, who had a huge day yesterday. And the Babe right now is 5 for 14 with a homer, triple, and 4 RBIs. His role is a 3-5, and that's a 9 against an AC pitcher. That's going to be an out. It's an X, so the Babe goes down on strikes. Caught looking. 3 up and 3 down for the Yankees. We go to the top of the second. 1-0, Cardinals. Bottom of the order for the Cardinals, it's going to be Orsatti, DeRocher, and then Dizzy Dean. DeRocher is a former Yankee. He was heckled mercilessly by Babe Ruth in his years with the Yankees for being a weak hitter. Although he was a great fielder, he never was a good hitter. Ruth called him the All-American out. 4-4 is the role for Orsatti, and that is a leadoff single for Ernie Orsatti. Already four hits for the Gas House gang. They're all singles. Orsatti is a fast runner at first. That brings up Leo the Lip. He will square around and sacrifice. The bunt is down and picked up by the third baseman, Joe Sewell, who throws to first. Lazzeri covering. Successful sacrifice. Base runner goes to second. There's 1 out. Brings up Dizzy Dean. Dean's role is a 5-4. That's a fly ball to right field. 2 outs. Orsatti tags at second, and he will advance to third. Top of the order, and Pepper Martin, who led off the game and got a base hit and scored the only run of the game. His role is a 6-3, and that's a fly out to Earl Coombs in center field. Cardinals strand a runner at third, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. St. Louis 1 and New York 0. Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, will lead off for the Yankees. And the roll is a 4-5 base on balls to Lou Gehrig. Gehrig has not had a strong run here in this project. He is only 1 for 9, but he has reached with some walks. Average speed at first base. Here is Tony Lazzeri. His role is a 54 fly ball to Jack Rothrock in right field. Rothrock picks it out of the sky, 1 down. Bill Dickey's role is a 4-5. Dean does not have the control modifier. That's going to be another base on balls. First and second for the Cards. And here is Ben Chapman. He's carrying a hot bat. He is 5 for 14 with a homer double, and he leads the Yankees with 7 RBIs in this series. 1-6 is the roll for Ben Chapman. That's a 28, feeling column 2. We need another dice roll. That's a 5. And it says use feeling 1. That's going to be a double play ground out. 6-4-3 to close out the Yankee second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Cardinals. All right, Frankie Frisch is the Cardinals player manager. He leads off the Cardinals half of the third. Here's the roll. And it is a 6-2 ground ball to second base. Lazzeri throws to Gehrig, and Frisch is retired. Here's Ducky Medwick. 24 is Ducky's roll, and it's a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. And Ripper Collins, his roll is a 4-4 That's a hit column roll for Ripper Collins. 56 is going to be a double. Collins is 2 for 2. And he's in scoring position. There are 2 down. Bill Delancey. Delancey, I believe, was the NL MVP in 1930. He hits a ground ball back to the pitcher, Allen, who snags it and throws to first. Delancey is retired, so are the Cardinals. No runs on a hit. We go to the bottom of the third. St. Louis 1 and New York 0. All right, surprisingly, Frank Rossetti is leading the Bronx Bombers in home runs in this project. He has 2. He will lead off the bottom of the third for the Yankees. His role is a 5-5. It's an 8 against an AC pitcher. That's ground out to the second baseman. Brings up Johnny Allen, the pitcher. His role is a 5-3. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Dizzy Dean gets his second strikeout. And now Earl Coombs, his role is a 6-2. That's a ground out to second base. No runs, hits, or errors. We go to the top of the fourth. Still 1-0 Cardinals. If the Yankees can get a victory today, they'll become the first team in this entire project to win 4 games. They are in first place, just ahead of the 3-0. They're just ahead of the 3-1 1911 New York Giants. Jack Rothrock steps into the box for St. Louis in the top of the fourth. His role is a 5-1 base hit for Rothrock. That's a 6th hit for the Cardinals. The Yankees are looking for their first hit. Ernie Orsetti is the batter. His role is a 2-2. And that's another base hit for Ernie Orsetti. Single, and the runner goes to third. First and third, nobody out for the Gas House game. Here's the lip, Leo DeRocher. His role is a 6-4. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Babe Ruth from right field says, I said you're the All-American out. Here's the pitcher, Dizzy Dean. His role is a 1-4 fly ball to left field. It'll be deep enough to get Jack Rothrock home. He tags and scores. So a sacrifice fly by Dizzy Dean, helping his cause. And an RBI. Cardinals 2 and the Yankees 0. 2 outs, Pepper Martin. The pitch to Pepper Martin, and it is a called strike 3. Martin strikes out. Cardinals get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. St. Louis 2. The New York Yankees 0. All right, Dizzy Dean returns to the mound and completes his warm-up tosses between he and his brother. They won 49 games for the 1934 Cardinals. Joe Sewell steps into the box. Swings the bat from the left side. Here's the pitch to Joe Sewell. 4-4 roll is a base hit for Joe Sewell. That's the first hit for the Yankees in the game. And he's on base for the Babe. Dizzy Dean against Babe Ruth. The roll is a 6-2, and it's going to be a walk. Ruth will take first. First and second. Tying runs on first. Lou Gehrig. Gehrig's roll is a 6-6 roll. It's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a tie game. Yankees 3 and the Cardinals 3. Clutch dice roll for the Bronx Bombers. Gehrig touches them all. Here is Tony Lazzeri. New game. Lazzeri's roll is a 2-2. That's a hit column roll. And 2-6 is a double for Tony Lazzeri. First 4 Yankees have reached single, walk, homer, double, 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle in the inning. Brings up Bill Dickey. No slouch with that stick. He's a 310 hitter. And Dickey's role is a fly ball hit to left field. That's caught by Joe Medwick. Runner holds at second. We need some more dice rolls. It brings up Ben Chapman. One roll for Chapman. That's a hit column roll. 4-3 is a double, and that will drive home Lazeri. 4 runs at home in the inning, and the roof has come in on Dizzy Dean. Forgot to put the score on the scoreboard, but right now it is 4-2, New York. And Chapman drives in his 8th run of the project to lead the Yankees. Here's the Crow, Frankie Crosetti. Still only 1 down. 2-2 roll for Crosetti. That's going to be an out. 8 against an AC pitcher is ground out to third, and Chapman will go to third. 2 down. Here's the pitcher, Johnny Allen. So we roll the red, white, and blue. Next dice are the purple dice. 4-5 is a walk. Nightmare continues for Dizzy Dean. First and third, top of the order, and Earl Coombs. And then the next dice we roll are the yellow dice. 6-2 is a 26. That's a ground out to second base. The Yankees bat around in the 4th inning. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 4 runs. We go to the 5th, 4-2 New York. Former New York Giants star Frankie Frisch leads off the 5th inning for the Cardinals, who are now trailed by 2 runs. Frisch's role is a 1-6. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Crosetti throws the first, 1 out. Brings up Ducky Medwick. His role is a 1-1 roll. That's a 2. And it's a triple for Ducky Medwick. Hard sliding into third base. Here is Ripper Collins. His role is a 6-2, 41. The Yankees are playing the infield. They're playing the infield back. And 41 is going to be a line drive. Caught by Lou Gehrig at first. Runner holds at third. Catcher Bill Delancey. His role is a 3-6. And that is a Y strikeout. As Johnny Allen has the Y strikeout modifier. So St. Louis strands Medwick at third. No runs on a hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-2 New York. All right, not a lot of time for Dizzy Dean to rest after that difficult inning in the bottom of the 4th inning. Joe Sewell will lead off the last of the 4th. He is 1 for 2 in the game. His role is a 2-2 roll. That's a leadoff single for Joe Sewell. That's the way he led off the last inning. Brings up Babe Ruth. 2-5 is the roll. And that's an 8 against an AC pitcher. Pop out to the shortstop. Unproductive out there for Ruth. Lou Gehrig rolls a 6-4. That's a base on balls, and that's been the big bugaboo for Dizzy Dean. He has walked a number of batters in this game. Yeah, that's the 5th walk. He's walked Gehrig twice. Tony Lazeri. Lazeri rolls a 2-4. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. We'll see if Dean can get out of this with any damage. Bill Dickey is the batter. His roll is a 6-6 roll. That's a drive by Bill Dickey. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A 3-run home run for Bill Dickey. Scoring Sewell, Gehrig, and then Dickey. 7-2 Bronx Bombers. They are really going after that 4th win. Ben Chapman, the batter. His role is a 1-4. That's a fly out the left field. That ends the inning, but on 2 hits, the Yankees push across 3 more runs. The big blow, the home run by Bill Dickey. 7-2 St. Louis, 6th inning. 7-2 New York. going into the 6th inning. All right, it looks like old Diz is going to cry uncle. Pop Haynes is warming in the bullpen. St. Louis will have Rothrock, Orsatti, and DeRocher scheduled to hit in the top of the 6th inning, now down by 5 runs. Johnny Allen goes into his windup, and here's the pitch to Jack Rothrock. 3-4 is a fly ball to Earl Coombs in center field. 1 down. Rothrock is 1 for 3. Ernie Orsatti rolls a 2-1. That's a fly ball to the left side, caught by Chapman. Ben Chapman, 2 outs. Orsatti's 2 for 3. And now the All-American out, Lou DeRocher rolls a 1-4, and he's out. Fly out to 7. Fly out to left field. 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. We go to the last of the 6th. 7-2, New York. New pitcher for the Redbirds is Jesse Haynes, Pop Haynes. He's going to use his grade C starting pitching rating. They're going to try to get some innings out of Pop Haynes. Keeps the ball in play. He's an R modifier on strikeouts, and a control pitcher, Z modifier. Haynes will face Crossetti, the pitcher, and then the top of the order. Okay, Crossetti rolls a 4-2. That's 22. Refer to the air number randomizer and roll again. 4-4 roll for the air number randomizer. Becomes a 19. And that's going to need another roll. That goes to the blue 5 dice. And that's going to be a ground out to third base. 5-3, Crossetti's retired. 1 out. Purple die is 3-4. Fly out to center field. Play made by Ernie Orsatti. Pitcher Allen's retired. Top of the order, Earl Coombs. His role is a 1-5. That's an 8 against a C. That's going to be a base hit for Coombs. That's his first hit in the game. All of his teammates have been having a blast, but now he's got a hit, 1 for 4. Joe Sewell. Roll is a 3-6. That's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes. We'll need another dice roll. 4-3 is a comebacker back to Haynes. The throw to first, that's the end of the inning. No runs on a hit. No errors and 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th inning. 7-2, New York. All right, there was a coaching mistake on my part. I used the reliever's C rating, and he's due to bat first. In a game where his team is down by 5 runs, I should have used his B rating because we're going to pitch hit for the pitcher, Pop Haynes. Burgess Whitehead comes out of the dugout. He's going to bat for the pitcher, and warming up in the bullpen for St. Louis is Bill Walker. Johnny Allen returns to the mound for New York. Here's the roll, 2-1 roll for Whitehead. And that's a fly ball to left field. Ben Chapman is under and makes the catch. 1 down in the 7th inning. Johnny Allen has faced 27 batters. He's 3 away from his point of fatigue. Pepper Martin steps into the box. He rolls a 2-3. That is a ground ball to third base. Fielded by Joe Sewell to throw across to Gehrig. 2 quick outs for the Cardinals in the 7th. Frankie Frisch rolls a 3-1. And that's a 9 against a B. That's a base hit for Frankie Frisch. His first hit in the game, 1 for 4. Ducky Medwick rolls a 6-3, and that's a fly out to center field. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still 7-2 Yankees. All right, new pitcher for the Redbirds is Bill Walker, grade B pitcher, Y with a W control modifier. Sometimes that strike zone can be elusive for Bill Walker. 12-4 with a 3.12 earned run average in 1934. Those are good numbers for the early 30s. Babe Ruth steps into the box for New York. He rolls a 5-2. That's a ground ball to third base. Pepper Martin throws to first and retires the Bambino. 1 down. Lou Gehrig. Gehrig rolls a 1-6. That's grounded to the shortstop, DeRocher. 2 outs. And Lazari's role is a 5-4, fly out to right field. 3 up and 3 down for the Bronx Bombers. Top of the 8th. New York 7 and St. Louis 2. All right, Ripper Collins will lead off the 8th for the Cardinals. I have him on in a couple of my Apba Classic teams. He was on the 1938 Chicago Cubs National League Championship team. Johnny Allen is now at his point of fatigue. He's ready to pitch to 30 batters. And he has faced 30 batters. So he's at his point of fatigue. 3 bad things happen. His grade will go down to a C if he remains in the game. This is the first bad thing. He walks Ripper Collins. Not what you want to do when you got a 5-run lead. You want to throw strikes. Bill Delancey steps into the box. .316 hitter with 13 homers and 34. Delancey's role is a 3-4. That's a fly ball hit to center field. Earl Coombs is running toward left field and chases it down. 1 down. Jack Rothrock, his role is a 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll. And 21 is a ball hit to the gap in left center field. It's going to bounce up 1 hop against the fence. Rothrock slides into second with a double. And Ripper Collins will round third, but then hit the brakes. He holds at third. Second and third, St. Louis. Timeout. That's going to do it for Johnny Allen. He goes 7 1/3 innings, gives up 2 runs, and is responsible for the 2 runs that are on there. Herb Pinnock from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, will be the new Yankee pitcher. He was a star on the 1927 Yankees team. Pinnock is a grade C pitcher for 1 batter only due to same-sidedness. He's left-handed, and Orsetti is left-handed. He also has a Z modifier. All right, here's the pitch to Ernie Orsetti. 3-2, 26. Yankees playing infield back. And the 26 is a roller to Tony Lazzari. He picks it up, goes to first base to get the sure out. Collins goes home. He scores. Rothrock goes to third. RBI for Ernie Orsetti. Score is now 7-3. Cardinals have a runner on third. 2 outs, and Leo DeRocher. His role is a 2-6, and that's a fly out to right field that ends the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 7-3, New York. All right, Bill Dickey is carrying a hot bat to the plate to start off the 8th inning for the Yankees. In this game, he is 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. That's his 2nd home run in the project, and 5 for 16 overall. Here's the pitch to Dickey. 2-1 roll is a fly ball to Ducky Medwick in left field. 1 out. Ben Chapman rolls a 1-2. That's a ground ball to Frisch at second base. 2 outs. And Crossetti's roll is a 1-3. That's a base on balls. And Crossetti takes first with 2 outs. And Pinnock will stay in the game and bat for himself. His roll is a 1-5, and that's a 23. All right, I accidentally had the camera off, but that 23 was a caught stealing. So Crossetti was thrown out stealing 2-4 for the 3rd out of the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's go to the top of the 9th, 7-3 Yankees. In the 9th inning, we have a pitch hitter for the Cardinal pitcher Walker. That's going to be Chuck Fullis from Girardville, Pennsylvania. One Pennsylvania to another. That's Herb Pinnock from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Cardinals down by 4 runs. The roll is 4-4. Base hit by Chuck Fullis. So a successful pitch inning. Trip for Fullis. Cardinals have a base runner on first. Tying run still in the dugout. Pepper Martin rolls a 2-1. That's a fly ball to left field. Taken by Ben Chapman. 2 outs. Or 1 out, rather. Frankie Frisch. He rolls a 1-3. That is a 2 balls and no strikes. Next roll is 2-3. Hard ground ball to Joe Sewell. Throw to Lazare. Over to Gehrig. It is a game-ending 5-4-3 soul-crushing double play. That's it for the Cardinals. Final score, Yankees 7 and the Cardinals 3. Apba asked me yesterday at the end of a Major League Baseball game why teams don't line up in the middle of the field and congratulate each other. So that's what we're going to do today. The Yankees form a line across the infield, and they are congratulating the Cardinals. This is a Yankee victory, 7-3. The Cardinals got 3 runs on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. No errors. And the Yankees scored 7 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Johnny Allen is the winning pitcher. Herb Pennock, he goes 7 1/3, gives up 3 runs. Pennock goes 1 2/3, doesn't give up a run. He doesn't get a save. It's not within a few runs. The losing pitcher is Dizzy Dean, who was walked for 7 runs in 5 innings. Hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless.